Please be seated. Good evening and welcome to the Fall 2022 Lander University Master's Hooding Ceremony. I'm Dr. Lloyd Willis, Dean of the College of Graduate and Online Studies. I'm so glad you could join us tonight. I also want to welcome those who are joining us on our live stream this evening. Even though you cannot be here, you are no less important to us. Tomorrow is commencement, a milestone for all Lander students, but tonight we are celebrating graduate students. Over the past few months and years, we've watched these students learn and grow, and now we're ready to watch them begin new chapters in their lives. Along the way, they've been assisted by a number of individuals I would like to recognize and thank. We are grateful for the support graduate students receive from Lander University's administration. Dr. Richard Cosentino has made graduate studies a priority at Lander. Dr. Scott Jones has been a champion of graduate studies and has helped us launch our MBA, MFA, and MAT programs. Dr. Todd Gamble has provided the admissions, registrar, and financial aid support we need to support graduate students. I would also like to recognize a few folks who've been with most of our graduate students since the beginning. Ms. Olgethia Loudon, our program assistant, Mr. Will Caligari, our former graduate admissions counselor, who is now with the Louisiana Fish and Wildlife Service, and Ms. Martine Fesler, who retired a little over a year ago but still served many of the Montessori and emergency management students who were here tonight. I also want to recognize Percy Gray and Kelsey Gibbons, our new online and graduate admissions counselors who helped make this event possible. The individuals who have had the greatest impact on tonight's graduates are the faculty who have taught them. With the number of programs represented tonight, I don't have time to tell you about each one. However, I would like to ask all faculty present on the stage and in the audience to stand to be recognized. For nearly all of Lander University's 150-year history, our institution has focused on undergraduate education, and we've done a fantastic job helping students earn bachelor's degrees. In recent years, however, under the leadership of Dr. Cosentino, Dr. Jones, the rest of our cabinet, and our board of trustees, we have worked to expand our scope to include a robust set of master's programs. In 2018, Lander had 74 graduate students enrolled. Today we have just over 600. 74 of them are graduating this weekend. Lander turned its attention to graduate programs because our economy demanded it. The workforce needs facing our state, county, and city demanded it. The job market our students face when they graduate demanded it. When we originally proposed our MBA program, the South Carolina Commission on Higher Education received letters of support from Eaton, County Bank, Fujifilm, Greenwood Capital, the Greenwood Genetics Center, Self Regional Healthcare, Velux, and Wesley Commons. These companies and others like them didn't want us to have an MBA just to have one more program on Lander's list of programs. They needed us to offer an MBA because they need a local workforce with skills an MBA offers. This is the case with all our programs. Like the education programs, we tailor to meet the needs of school districts locally and across the state. Like our emergency management program, which is aligned with FEMA, the South Carolina Emergency Management Association, and a host of stakeholders in law enforcement. It's not enough that the big universities across our state with fancy mascots and big football programs offers master's degrees. Our students need them at Lander. Our city, state, and region need them at Lander, but also available to students wherever they happen to be, whatever they happen to be doing. As of August 2022, 31,000 residents in South Carolina were enrolled in out-of-state online programs. We talk to these people all the time. They're enrolled at the big national online universities that advertise on TV that sponsor NASCAR drivers. When we ask them how they chose their university, the answer is always very simple. I needed something online because I'm working, and I needed something affordable. Statements like that are always followed up with, if Lander had it, I would have gone with you. Now we do have what most of these students need. Most of what we offer is available online, and we are among the most affordable options in the country. This is why we have 74 folks to celebrate in this graduation ceremony. Let me tell you about these folks. First, many are so very different from me, and I admire them tremendously for it. When I went to graduate school, I was 22 years old. I had no job outside the university. I had no kids. Looking back on it, I had a pretty simple life. We have some students like this, and they have been an impressive bunch. Many have invested hundreds of hours as graduate assistants. They've helped Lander do things we could never have done without them. They've worked in student services, the Academic Success Center, procurement, university relations, and other offices all across campus. I'll brag on one of them. Sarah Cruz, who worked for me as a graduate assistant last year, contributed to social media ads that were seen nearly 60 million times by over 5 million people. We couldn't have done it without her. Every GA who walks across the stage tonight and tomorrow made similar contributions. But let me talk to you about those students who've had a very different experience from my own. You earn your degrees while working full-time. Most of our MED graduates teach here in Greenwood, but also in Columbia, Chesterfield, Irmo, Hopkins, and other cities around the state. One teaches in Atlanta. Our MBA, MSM, and emergency management students have worked full-time as accountants, auditors, business analysts, city and county administrators, healthcare system administrators, facilities managers, first responders, HR managers, project managers, and the list goes on. You're an impressive group of folks. I want all of you to take a moment to reflect on what you've done and how you've done it. You worked on spreadsheets at the kitchen table after feeding your family dinner on school nights. You wrote discussion posts after your spouse called it off and went to bed. You did your reading on Tuesday and Thursday nights in your car while your son or daughter was at soccer practice or volleyball practice or football practice or dance. You worked on your papers for Dr. Malone in quiet moments between calls at the fire department. You got up at 5 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays to run your logistics simulations. You used your whole dinner break to sit in on Dr. Horn's Zoom calls. You read articles for Dr. Collier's SPED classes during your planning periods and on the days you had to supervise lunch detention but had no customers. Let me tell you what else you did. You had to make some corrections on your essays because the toddler you were holding on your lap loved smacking your keyboard. You turned a couple things in late because you got COVID or the flu, or your spouse or your kids did. Some of you lost a family member. Some of you battled and beat cancer, and still you carried on with work and school. I'm not giving you hypothetical examples. I'm telling you the stories I've heard from each and every one of you. You've overcome incredible obstacles to be here tonight. You should be so proud. Your families, friends, and loved ones should be so proud. Lander is certainly proud of what you've done. The things you've learned over the course of your programs will help you as you continue your careers. The persistence, the drive, the determination, all those things will help you push your careers beyond what you could do with the education alone. It's time for the main event, the hooding of our master's degree graduates. Tonight, every name will be read to honor the students who are here, as well as the ones who are not here because they're caring for their children, attending events at the schools where they teach, serving the public as first responders, working the night shift, or doing any of the multitude of things that make us glad to call them Bearcats. The origins of academic dress date back to the 12th and 13th centuries when universities were taking form. The ordinary dress of the scholar, whether student or teacher, was the dress of a cleric. Long gowns were worn and were often necessary for warmth in unheated buildings. Initially, hoods served as a covering for the head. Today, hoods are the most expressive component of the academic regalia. They serve to communicate the graduate's school, degree, and field of study through their length and the colors of the lining and binding. Today's hoods have evolved from a serviceable article of clothing to a type of elongated scarf draped over their shoulders and displayed down the back with the lining turned inside out. At this time, I will ask Dean Rollins and Professor Applegate to come forward to hood the candidates for the Master of Arts in Teaching, Visual Art K through 12. Brittany Johnson. Drayton Rowe. Our MED graduates are unable to be here tonight, but we will still recognize their achievements. Brittany Aga, Leah Austin, Andrea Glover, Janice Graham, Fallon Griffey, Kristen Lucas, Brishade Johnson, Austin Sargent, and Letitia Weisinger. Dean Fakula and Professor Raines, please come forward to hood the candidates for Master of Business Administration and Master of Science in Management. Emily Austin, Kamaya Brown, Michelle Brown, Kiati Buchanan, Alana Cadell, Asia Campbell, Charles Cronk, Tamia Cunningham, Andrew Dappin, Diamond Davis, Taylor Demby, Asia Doctor, Savannah Epps, Melissa Firquin, Evan Hatch, Cheyenne Hubbard, Kristen Inman, Theodore Kahulis, Brian Kidd, Gina Logan, Miranda Martin, Elizabeth McCune, Anna Mitchum, Rebecca Moon, Michael Nelson, Mary Pascuzzo, Mia Peterson, Kyra Felix, Will Price, Darren Rector, Olivia Rushton, Aaron Quarles, Jacob Shearer, Caitlin Skaggs, Kamoni Smith, Praise Thorson, Kayla Tyndall, Denver Truesdale, Jessica Turner, Justin Wagger, Kaylin Wharton, Daniel Webster, Kadijah Beatty, Langston Bear, Sarah Cruz, Nicholas DeBona, Devin Doom, Bryce Gifford, Jacqueline Hackett, Brooke Haney, William Michael, Callie Scragg, and Kiera Young. This concludes our graduates from the College of Business. Dean McMillan and Professor Malone, please come forward to hood the candidates for Master of Science in Emergency Management. Sheila Brown, Christina Birch, Christopher Cockrell, Cheryl Dindy, Megan Driggers. Noah McConnell. Deborah Nigro. Monica Skinner and Ania Williams. This concludes the graduates from the College of Behavioral and Social Sciences. Let's give these graduates one more round of applause. At this time, the graduates will recess out to the bridge area at the back of the auditorium. All friends, family, and guests are invited to join us for refreshments and photographs and to see some of the artwork Brittany and Drayton have put on display for us. Thank you for being here tonight. Come with me. Wait. We have music.